start with your line first, eh?
Oh,
wait. What rapid?
Fulcrum. Which we've kind of been portaging Fulcrum for a while.
Yeah.
And today we got out and had a little discussion at the top. I was the trip leader and decided that we would run the rapid. And Tom said,
You go first, bro.
so I went first and made it look quite easy, really, didn't I?
Very, like, grade 3-ish.
Grade 2-ish.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And I ended up stuck over on the left, so I decided to park up there, and Tom came down through the rapid, had his own little line, and
And I got my ass handed to me on a silver platter. What happened was, it was only a matter of inches I'm talking here.
that's,
Aye.
Tom, you're always talking about a matter of inches.
Well, they're very important inches, especially in the top of Fulcrum Rapid. We're talking like that much, probably. That's
What?
probably quite a few inches, isn't it? Between where you ran and where I ran.
Yes.
Here's the big rock at the entry. You kind of ran here, like this, whereas I was more like here. And when you go over this knob, like that, and towards that rooster tail, and that lateral starts breaking here, like this, you hit it and went over the lateral easy and just keep going. And I thought, I'll start here, and I thought you did the same, but you didn't. And I went down, hit the lateral.
Well, you don't actually know what happened
Yeah, I
from here
do.
because you're underwater.
No. The raft stopped, I remember that. And then I think it went like this. Over, stopped, filled up with water and turned left within like a split of a second of an inch. And me from here in to the main part of the hole, accelerating through the air into the hole. Lucky here, folks, like I could have died or wrapped myself around this rock. This is serious stuff. And the raft went round the corner, nearly flipped into this into an eddy on the left. I went down quite a ways, it felt like, did some roly-polies under the water. After the second roly-poly, it was onto the back of my neck with a rock, and then right onto the main part of this big muscle, which is right down here.
And is now currently the same colour as this microphone.
That's correct. And as soon as I popped up, still getting bounced over rocks, I yelled out, "Bro!" to Paulie, who was over there to help me, because it was quite serious for a second. And ended up washing and landing onto a rock and flipped over the back of it. It was kind of a pour over, but not too much of a pour over, still formed an eddy. And then I stood up in the eddy, and I was quite glad to be stationary in the middle of Fulcrum Rapid. From then on,
You're in the middle of the rapid.
right in the middle, above the next part into the freight train there. From there, Paulie climbed up the bank and risked his own bacon. He could have easily slipped in and been like exactly like me in the river saying, "Bro!" But he didn't. He made it. He secured my raft, and my crew actually thought this was staged. And secured my raft and bagged me and pulled me into the eddy as I was still shaking like a leaf a little bit, climbed up over the rock, said to him how much I'm into this adrenaline shit, and then I hopped back in my raft and thought it was all good. I'd lost my guide stick, so I ended up with a customer paddle, which is a little bit shorter and smaller, and then had to deal with what was going on next, and that was veering out of this eddy, running into the freight train. And I thought I had it totally under control until I bumped up against the big house rock in the freight train. My nose went, I thought I was just going to rock rail it like this and carry on, but it went back, forward, and then, well, we're going to go sideways into this heaving hole right here, like that. Right, like that.
Yes.
And then I managed just to like have this superhuman strength, and it just pulled it around with this huge big paddle stroke into the freight train. And then it carried on from here. We stopped a bit, and then I said, "Back paddle!" And they're still down on the floor. "Back paddle! Back paddle!" And they're still sitting there just dabbling their paddles over the side. And I said, "Get up and paddle backwards!" And we just made it into the car park, and I was still just like, "Oh my God," looking at Paulie just like, I am over this for a second. Like, my my god, I had so much shizer and hills and leverhooves. It was extreme.
It was extreme. So there's a couple of things that I learned from this. One is that a couple of inches does matter, and how bro can actually sound very much like Are you sure you said bro?
I'm 100% sure I said bro. And man was I glad.